This is our Britain at War Day. It's a height restriction of 1 metre. The guests around in the face painting area. She will talk you through the process. Sorry, this is not face painting, this is tank painting. I do apologise. So if you'd like to go and see guests around in the tank painting area, they cost £5 per tank, and you can leave them there for the duration of your visit whilst they're drying. And Jess, as I say, will talk you through. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Second World War or Discovery Centre.
I really thought it was broken there.
This level of complex and information manual given to all Tiger tank crews.
Yellow, quite cool.
2.5 tonners, and they're about the equivalent to the British 3-ton 4x4. But the American vehicles were not built to last. They were built for utilitarian purposes during the war, but built in such vast numbers that they have lasted. And normally, you could get two versions, those with a fully enclosed cab and those with a part-open cab. Both of these vehicles, one of which is air portable, has the top open cab, probably the more typical sort of thing. Fully enclosed cab, 4 feet long. Very distinctive. And that 2.5 tons actually represents the payload the vehicle is meant to carry. What they normally do is work out the weight of the vehicle, then add driver, co-driver, fuel, tools, and that sort of thing, and after that, decide what the payload is. So, I'll be able to tell you a bit more when I've got a slightly closer look at it. Oh, you can see now it's a Mark II. The Ferret was the development of the wartime Daimler Dingo. They were also built by Daimler after the war. Mark I was turretless. The Mark II had a small turret with a Browning machine gun fitted to it. The turret had to be turned by hand, but it made it into a small armoured car. They're 4-wheel drive, powered by a Rolls-Royce engine, and they have a 5-speed pre-selector gearbox, so you only have to work the clutch up and down, or what purports to be the clutch, in order to change gear. And that's followed by a lightweight, short wheelbase Land Rover. That's the Series 3. The Land Rover, of course, is the successor of the Jeep in the British Army, and just one reason we don't often have them here. Most of our vehicles are tanks used by the Royal Armoured Corps. So it's a treat to see an Abbott here. The Abbott was armed with a 105mm gun in a sort of turret at the back, but it didn't fight like a tank. It parked up and then actually there was an artillery piece. The 105mm gun has a range of about 10 miles. It can bash out rounds with about 12 rounds a minute. It takes 40 rounds slowly to be loaded. So after 40 rounds, it's run out. The Abbott is powered by a test to run into the people would normally be built. So that's added something like that. It was following and they were six-wheel drive and steering on all four of the front wheels. The engine's in the back, then there was a central two-man turret and was armed with a fairly low velocity 76mm gun, the predecessor of the gun installed with a coaxial machine gun. And it meant that a vehicle like this could go out up against the tank with some degree of success. They also had a rather amazing system where, if it was much bigger, they're represented here by the BRDM-1, which is a tank museum vehicle, and the BRDM-2, which is a visiting vehicle. They're both, the reason, of course, their bulky size is both vehicles are amphibious. In the water, they're driven by a water jet, and when it goes past you, you should be able to see the outlet for the water jet at the back. Now it's time to start looking at tanks, and the one we've got for you at the moment, which is very apt, is the Tank Museum T-34-85. They were used powered by a diesel engine, and if you look at it closely when it's parked up, you'll notice a fairly crude finish, the way the welding's done, the way the castings are done. This is because the Russians didn't care about how they weren't trying to win prizes for conquer World War or anything like that. They were quite rough and ready. T-34 uses the American electricity suspension. For each rope